Okay, here are a couple tips for practicing the double stops on page 1 of J.C. Bach third movement. Okay, so in the beginning here, we're going to practice just playing the note that you're going to be leading by. So sometimes in double stops, the note you lead by, or you lead with, I should say, is the bottom note. But it's not always. Anyway, I'm going to show you. So in these beginning double stops, you're going to be leading first with this E flat. So that's it. So we're going to E flat, and then you lead with that 1 to the G. Then you lead to this 1 to a G, and it forms an arpeggio of sorts. So you could practice that putting on your G drone. Let's get a G here. Actually, C drone. I'm sorry. Why did I say G? C drone, because we're in C minor. Sorry. Do it again. So I would do that, I would, repeat that, until you can get that fast and comfortably in tune. Then you could play. So where you're just playing, I would have the drone on again. Just play the one note. So we're not playing a double stop on the top, we're just playing the leading note. G, G, C. Once you get good at that, then practice with the double stop, just play. So lead with the 1, so you're in a whole step pattern, lead with the 1 to a half step pattern, lead with the 1 to a minor third pattern. It's across a string. So it's a whole step as a half step pattern. That's why I said minor third, because it's across a string, but whole step and half step. So you have a whole step here and a half step. And then a whole step pattern. So practicing just that. Lead with the 1, make a half step. Leave the 1 with the 1, do a whole step plus a half step, and then do a whole step. That's the hardest one, going from that. So that one I would probably practice 3 times as much as the other ones. The other ones aren't as hard. Okay, and then you can go and play it the regular way, but you have to do all those permutations before you get there. So then the other spot that's tricky on the first page is starting in measure 16, where you have those double stops. I would just, okay, so 15 or 16 and 17 are actually not that hard because there's no shifts. You could just practice it with whole bows. Sorry, I was out of tune. And that would be with an E flat drone, because it's kind of an E flat major there. So you could just do. Sorry, I left that one out the first time. Play it nice. I would get to where you could play that very nicely in tune with beautiful tone, and then you can put in the lift. That's very Cini jig bowing, right? So if you mastered that slur with the lift and very Cini jig, you should be able to play it in J.C. Bach third movement, which means you need to stay in the lower half of the bow, down, near the bottom of the bow, because if you get yourself, then you can't do it right. Okay, so good. She's going to write it. Caroline's over there writing it into her music, so that's great. What a good student. Okay, so, and then it gets harder at 19 because you have to shift. So, again, let's put that E flat drone on. My drone is being weird today and kind of fading in and out. probably broken or something. Okay, well, whatever. We won't do the drums. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you which fingers are the leading fingers. So you're going to lead with the 1 here. So on a C, then A flat, then E flat, then this is B flat, then G, then B, E flat. So it's A flat, or sorry, C, A flat, so you could highlight those, circle those if you know, if that's tricky to just keep that in your mind. Get that like that where you're really good at going. Nicely in tune. And then you can add the double stop. So you want to be finding the pattern from the lead note. So this one, you're going to find it from the 1. It's going to be that minor third pattern. It's actually a major third because you're across the string, but it feels like a minor third pattern in that your 1 and 2 are a whole step and your 3 is a half step. So you find that C and then you play. This is a 5th, but find it from the G string note. Now find this. This is that minor third pattern, whole step and half step from the 2.